Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the show. Yeah, I know. Looks like I need a shave and a shower, and looks like I've just got out of bed, and it's Tuesday, 2nd of April, 11:10. No minute, it'll be 11:11. Funny how the numbers keep coming up as coincidental in one's life, but I went and had a shave, a shower, anything like that, over a week ago. Walked away with my wife, trying to get her attention to see that, yes, I've had a shave, I've had a shower. A week later, she says to me, I thought you needed a shave then. Yeah, she goes to the hairdresser, and it'll cost, come home after having a perm done and a shower, having a shampoo and having her trims done and having cut here and cut there and bits taken off here. And she's walking around me. I know it would have cost over $100 to get done, you know. She's in there for an hour because it takes 10 minutes just to start up the conversation. Oh, hello, Mr. Beavis. How's your day? Hello, Mr. Beavis. How's the family going? Hello, Miss. Yes, Mr. Beavis. I know. Do you want the usual? Oh, no, no. I think I want a little bit more off this side. It's getting a bit longer than normal. Okay, Mr. Beavis. And she comes home and just la-di-da-di-da. And I know I need to ignore her for a week. And I know that she wants to be complimented about what she's got. But I know that if I tell her, nice hairdo, dear, she'll think, well, what's wrong with it? What, is there something that's different to what was done last time? Because I know that she'll think, what is he on about? I spent over $100 and over an hour sitting in that chair getting my hair done. And he says, looks good. Now, where does it look wrong? She says. What do I need to do? And you know, if you do really do comment within that week, she'll want to go back there again to straighten out what was done wrong. You know, it's going to cost you another $100 if you do say something about the hairdo. But do you notice that the employment of a person, the profession of a person, is very indicative of what they are not at home. I mean, my wife's hairdresser, who does the hair for my wife, and can be there for an hour, and does the most brilliant, as greatest job you out. Yet she herself has one of the worst hairdos. You think, don't you go to hairdressers? Yes, she works at hairdressers. Then you start to realise, well, she can't have a better hairdo than my wife can, because no one can do as good a job as what she can. So she doesn't do as good a job on herself as anyone else would, because people will think, well, if it was a good job, it was a good haircut on the professional, then there's someone better, and people may not go back to it. It's the same as your mechanic. You could be driving around with the Mercedes Benz, looking really top notch, and no knowledge of what gizmos does what gizmos and what does what. Yet your mechanic is driving around with a rust bucket. But you know the rust bucket he's driving around, he's been driving around for the last 100 years. Again, why is he driving a rust bucket around? Just to show that he can put something on the road that doesn't look as if it should be on the road. It's been on the road for ages. Because he wants more business. He knows if he's driving around a rust bucket, people will think, well, he must be good because it's still going. It's 100 years old. Same as anyone else. You can't. You have to start asking the accountant about his own taxes. And he'll say, I don't know. I don't do my tax. I get someone else to do my tax. But you've been doing my tax for the last 10 years. Yeah, no, all that, your funds, your ins and outs of your money. But I don't want to know about mine because just in case mine's been wrongly evaluated. After all, you sign saying that if I evaluate your tax and that if there's anything goes wrong with your tax, you're going to get blamed for it. Just because I actually go through and do it all and get to sign the piece of paper that says, yes, this is how much you're going to get, this is how much you want, doesn't mean it's going to be the right amount. So I get someone else to do my tax for me. So I know that being a tax accountant, I know what's right, what's wrong, and I know that he's going to get the blame for it. So, all about the professions. Although, it's like the pilots. How do you know if a pilot's walked in the room? He's the one who says, hi, I'm a pilot. But I've never walked in the room and heard anyone say, hey, I'm an astronaut. Because you know why astronauts don't let people know that astronauts? Because the first question that's ever asked to them is, have you been to the moon lately? How many moon jokes are there out there? Lots of them. I'll have to wait until my joke time. My guest today is a guy named Ross Ryan, and he's singing today, I Am Pegasus. Now you think, well, who the hell is Ross Ryan? Well, I'll tell you all about him when he's sung the song. Now here's Ross Ryan, and I Am Pegasus. You'll think, well, I always thought someone else had sang it. Here it is, Ross Ryan, I Am Pegasus, 1974. My name's horse, and I can fly. But I've changed my course. I am Michael. I am Jeffrey and John, and I don't have to leave you, or it shall be gone. I am Genesis. I have no fears. I make my plans to last for. I'm meant to stay here. I am Simon. I am Demetrius and John, and I don't want to leave you unless you want me gone. I am flying, but let me down. Oh, I don't see the scene. So what kept you around? It's not too late to know who I am. I am Sagittarius. What kept me around? It's not too late. You know Well, I'll be. That was on the Paul Hogan show. That was in 1974. Well, you should look it up and look it up on YouTube, which is where I've listened to it from. Now, Ross Ryan was born 13th of December 1950, Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. Is an Australian singer, songwriter, and producer. Now, how can he be an Australian singer, songwriter, and producer if he was born in Fort Leavenworth, Kansas? It means he's American. An American singer, songwriter, and producer based in Australia, if that was the case. His signature tune, I Am Pegasus, was released in September 1973, which peaked at number 9 on the Go Set Top 40 Australian singles. Its parent album, My Name Means Horse, appeared in April 1974, which reached number 3 on the related Go Set Top 20 Australian albums. Ryan's other top 40 singles are I Don't Want to Know About It and Blue Chevrolet. Now, when you first start hearing, listening to the song, you think, well, isn't that Cat Stevens? Who's Ross Ryan? Never heard of him before. But then you realise, well, not Cat Stevens. Well, I hope you guys didn't think the same as I did when you first started listening to I Am Pegasus. Oh, Cat Stevens. Well, there you go. Well, it's not Cat Stevens. It's Ross Ryan. Now, early years, as I said, he's born in Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. The family moved to Mount Many Peaks near Albany in 1959, where they settled on a sheep farm of 3,000 acres. 1959, the year I was born. By the age of 13 years old, he was writing songs and learning guitar. Ryan attended the Albany High, where he took the lead in the Music Man and produced a radio program, High School Half Hour, for the local station 6VA. He joined a number of local bands, including the Set and Saffron. His credits: birth name, Ross Edwin Ryan, born 13 December 1950, age 62, Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, United States. Origin: Albany, Western Australia, Australia. If he's born in Fort Leavenworth, that's where his origin would be. But his music would have started from Albany, Western Australia. Genres: rock and roll, folk, pop. Occupations: singer, songwriter, producer, web designer. Instruments: singing guitar. Not a singing guitar, singing and guitar. Years active, 1968 to present. Labels: R&R, EMI, Capital, Aztec, RosRyan.com is his website. So, it's from Albany. I'll tell you a thing about Albany. It's one of the most beautiful towns or cities you'll ever come across. It's in a place where they have what they call St. George's Sound. It's like a bay or inlet where whales come and float. I was there in 1999 with the Navy. The Navy had sailed into Albany to do some games. And the games I was supposed to have the games with was with the new submarines that Australia has. But they were all broken. So they had to get one of the old Australian submarines from Sydney and it was called the Atama because all our submarines start with O because they are the ovens class submarines. So all start with O and are named after mostly Aboriginals. So like Atama. Now, it couldn't get out of Sydney because it was also having steering problems. And the guy who looked up on the website for the stores, the Navy stores, for submarine parts, found out that the submarine that still has a working steering system in it was a submarine that is 400 kilometers inland at a country town called Holbrook. And at midnight, some Navy people drove a truck down the Holbrook, hoping that no one will ever know that they're actually doing a robbery of their own submarine they donated to the city that was actually sitting as a memorial in Holbrook. Just so happened there was a leak to Holbrook saying the Navy's on its way and it's about to do a robbery on your submarine. And you know what? The whole town come out to watch the sailors taking this stuff off the submarine that they donated to the town for the Tama to come around and play games with us at Albany. That year we let off over 1,000 sonar buoys. 1,000 sonar buoys into the ocean. Now, let's multiply the number of sonar buoys dropped in the ocean by the number of armies and navies and air forces that use these sonar buoys and count the number of items actually sent to the bottom of the ocean because they're not retrieved. They just sit there. The gizmos. I'm not sure if there's a life or there is an environmental issue with what's attached to those sonar buoys, but there are thousands or millions of these things sitting at the bottom of the ocean. So, it's almost a comical story in its own right, so I don't have to do my joke, because the joke is, if you go and donate to a country town in the middle of Australia, you'll know there is called the Country Wire. They know everything, and you can't get away with anything. And that Country Wire will take the information from Australia to the ends of the earth. So beware when you're out in Australia, in the outback of the Country Wire. And it's not actually physical wire, it's just word of mouth. It just goes. Well, that's my show. 2nd of April, 2013, 11:30, 23:30, Sailor's Time. And tomorrow we have the Hollies again. And the song we have with the Hollies tomorrow is The Air That I Breathe. There, that goes well with I Am Pegasus. Alright, catch us again tomorrow. Love us all. And don't forget, the next time your wife goes to have her hair done, don't tell her it looks good.